The approach to the temple is from behind, and you get an idea of how big it is by the fact it takes something like 10 minutes to walk from the rear of the temple to the front. As the temple comes into view, you start to appreciate the real size of it, because you're still some distance away and it's looking pretty big then. The temple grows in size the closer you get to it, and now you start to appreciate the incredible engineering project it took to rebuild the temple here. The size is phenomenal. The statues themselves are 20 meters high. The full width of the fascia is 35 meters. And the height of the fascia is 30 meters. What sets Abu Simble apart from all the other temples in Egypt is the other temples were built block by block. Abu Simble was carved from the sheer rock face. When they rebuilt the temple, they were going to put the pharaoh's head back in its rightful place, but then they felt it was best that it be rebuilt exactly as it was found. All four statues on the front of the temple are of Ramesses II. The small statues placed between Ramesses' legs are of his wife Nefertari. Photos are not allowed to be taken inside the temple, and this is a great shame because the entrance to the hallway is unbelievably magnificent. As you enter the temple, you are confronted with 8 enormous statues, 4 on the left representing his kingship over Upper Egypt, and 4 on the right representing his kingship over Lower Egypt. There are various rooms leading off at the main hallway, and you have to keep in mind that all this was hewn out of solid rock. The work started in building the temple in 1264 BC, and it was 20 years later that it was finally completed. About 500 meters to the right of Abu Simble is the temple dedicated to Nefertari, Ramesses' wife. Nefertari's temple is nowhere near as grand as Ramesses, inside or out, but it is yet again an incredible feat of engineering, or should I say masonry work, to build this into the solid rock face. The temples were discovered in 1813 by a Swiss man named J.L. Burckhardt. He came across the top friezes of the main temple. Little did he know what lay below. The young Arab boy who guided Burckhardt to where the temples were thought to be was called Abu Simble.